When I put my dick in her vagina, bro, it's like having sex with a sandcastle.
Oh, fuck.
With my cock.
You need food?
No.
Are you good?
No, don't need it. Just untuff me so I can
All right,
put to my
listen.
Dutch.
I need food. I'm dying.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
I only have it. I have a cheeseburger. That's it. Kyle, what's your policy, Your Honor, on
Look at
running?
me. I'm bleeding.
Oh, yuck, he's bleeding. What a
Dying,
pussy. Jones, don't call the judge a retard, bro. Come on.
I did not say that, Francis.
Well, if you say that about me.
I did not say that, Your Honor. My question was, what's your policy on running from a bench trial?
I don't know. You think he's gonna run?
I ain't gonna
I
fucking
don't know,
run,
I
bro.
always
Why would I
ask.
run? I'm innocent.
All right. We'll uncuff him, but if he runs, we'll give him 200 months contempt.
Perfect. 200 months contempt. You heard it, Francis.
Yeah. If I run
see over the
and
table?
get taught.
So I gotta get you some phone books.
Yeah, get the phone book so I can ring your mom again, bro.
Oh, here, you needed that? Okay, right here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, see you guys later, bros.
There you go.
Okay.
Just joking.
You actually got me.
Just joking, bro.
Oh my god.
Your Honor, we did not have time to write up statements. Are you okay with us just doing testimony?
Yeah, I don't need a report. I'd rather y'all
Okay,
tell me what
perfect.
happened in the courtroom, not write it in a report.
Thank you, sir.
I'm not a fan of the writing up a statement.
So, is all evidence just got to be vocalized?
Well, we can export the report if
Well, they
the
can
judge would
they can
like.
submit evidence without doing a report.
Just as a note, Judge, I did tell him I fuck his mom after he read my rights and that she might come in her processing.
And she's most likely pregnant, Your Honor.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you shit, but I don't.
Okay.
Thank God.
Nobody really
So,
does give a shit about her.
You're the
Don't worry, bro.
What's the charges?
Yeah, that would be amazing. Your Honor, the charges that he is facing, there's two separate reports. The reason why we're using a different one is because it has.
I know Jones is
casings
getting
which
paranoid
match
as
the
shit.
original scene
What's
of the
what's
37 Alpha.
report?
The report is 39307. Francis, stay on this side. Come on. I see you.
Okay, just checking out the one on the floor over here, bro. Chill out. You're so paranoid.
Yeah, I'm
Let me
paranoid.
through.
There's a bunch of evidence as far as casings, crime scene photos. For instance, so you want these?
Yeah, I guess I'll send them over, bro.
Let me see if there's a way I can compile them.
I mean, if it's relevant to me, yeah, go for it, bro.
Is there a way we can export
Where's
this?
Francis gone? He ran out.
Yes, Your Honor. I
Right,
can.
Francis ran out. He's gone.
What the fuck? Where'd he go?
Francis ran out. Somebody get him. Dumbasses.
He didn't fucking run. You little shit.
I'm over here. Behind the table.
Throw at you.
Over here behind the table.
It's a bell.
Table, Ben
Francis, go ahead
table.
and check your email.
Okay. Well,
He
you...
does. He never checks his email.
It's been a long day.
This has been like a 3-hour
I was doing
day.
4 hours of interviews before this.
Oh, for me, that's weird. For me, it's only 10 minutes. Don't know you guys.
Really?
Fucker.
You don't know us? I know you.
I can hear the
All
smugness
right.
over here.
Francis, criminal possession of a firearm, class 2. Do you plead?
I'm not guilty of all this shit, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read them out for the courtroom so everyone's aware. Criminal possession of the class 2.
So they were there on
possession
scene.
of explosives, reckless evading, felony obstruction, criminal use
Say
of a
what?
firearm,
The same
and
thing.
resisting arrest.
Oh wait, stand by, Your Honor. We might have one more charge to add.
Well, these are casings, sure.
Okay.
But what's he?
Possibly,
what's this got to do with anything, though?
vehicle registration fraud.
Possibly.
Yes, I did not process.
So there's no bodies there or
How
anything.
do you possibly charge somebody? Are you gonna charge them or you're not?
Just based upon the evidence. Hold on 1 second, Your Honor. All right, no, we are not charging him for vehicle.
No, this is from a photo,
You're not.
but it's where Air One was chasing us for no reason.
Okay. Which one of you officers want to give their statement first?
I can.
All right, what's your name?
I'm Detective Shane Jones of the Street Crimes Unit, LSPD.
All right, I just wanted your name. I didn't give a shit about your title.
Shane Jones.
All right, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and a penalty of perjury, so help you Coyle.
Yes, I do.
Okay, tell me what happened.
All right. So we heard gunshots. Actually, I was rolling around in my Charger, and we heard gunshots at the construction site near Little Seoul, off of Calais Avenue.
Don't lie about it. You can say the truth.
From there, basically, we saw 2 individuals in a Dukes. From there, we pretty much just kind of observed. We had Air 1 in the air. They followed the vehicle. What I did is I went and then processed the scene. There was 2 AK-47 casings located there, and also a vehicle that was cream in color, G-Wagon, registered to Rami L. Raman. From there, officers were pursuing the vehicle. We ended up deciding not to pursue just yet for officer safety reasons.
That's a lie.
Vehicle then, at that point, proceeded to. We got an alert for it. We got a CAT alert for the vehicle.
What's
for
the
the start of
vehicle?
it was a black Dukes.
Okay.
Pursuit occurred. This was going on, Your Honor. I'm talking a span of almost 2 hours. There was about 4 or 5 vehicle swaps. There was multiple vehicles involved. Mr. Francer was seen getting out of the Dukes and hopped into a Lexus.
Objection, hearsay. Who saw me? You're saying I was seen by who? Magical fucking men, bro?
You were seen by multiple officers.
Okay, who,
including
bro?
Air
Seen
1.
by-
Say again, Your Honor.
Who was he seen by?
He was seen by Air 1,
Who was in
Okay.
Air 1.
Max Mueller, who's standing over there in the corner.
Okay, so
Okay,
he was in the courtroom.
Maybe he can testify that, bro.
Well, I'm
All
just
right.
giving my side. So,
There's an objection for hearsay, and see the way hearsay works is if the person's not in the courtroom, then I can't take your word that that's what they said because they're not there to comment on that. But
Okay.
since an individual is in the courtroom, then I'm going to overrule that one. But you need to tell me people that are saying stuff, not just say, "Hey, they were seen." You know what I mean?
understood, Your Honor.
Thanks, bro.
So from there, Francis then they drove into the compound, and Francis drove out of the compound in a gray Landstalker of sorts. It was like a
I'm just got
Nissan.
to object here. Who are you talking about seeing me do this exactly? Who saw this?
I saw you myself. Me.
Okay.
Okay,
I
you
chased
need to
you.
clarify who saw what.
I saw Francis J. Francer leave the Little Seoul compound in a Landstalker type vehicle, a Nissan
All right,
SUV.
Objection overruled. Let's continue.
From there, a long pursuit occurred. I was the only person in the pursuit for a while. Other units were chasing a different vehicle. I lost Francis after some moment of time, and he hopped into a Lexus and drove to the Alta Street Apartments, in which I observed and multiple other officers that I don't know who were there. I think maybe a Z Sultan saw him get out of the vehicle, hop the wall at Alta Street Apartments, and pull out a personal owned blue Mitsubishi Evolution. A long pursuit occurred recklessly throughout the city, high rates of speed, driving through tunnels, multiple collisions. Then we lost the vehicle at the tunnels due to somebody felony obstructing in maybe a Cognoscetti Bugatti. I'm not too sure in the make and model.
How did they felony obstruct?
They blocked the tunnel off of Carson.
All right, you need to tell me how they did it and not just say what they were charged with.
Understood, Your Honor. From there, Francis had regained a pursuit when we were southbound on Elgin and struck a Challenger at a high rate of speed, taking them out of the pursuit. The call was given
Just
at
to
that point
be
in time to open
confirmed, were you
fire.
seeing that, or were you speaking on someone's behalf again, bro?
I saw it at a far distance. I was about half a mile back. So to give you a
Oh, okay.
contextual landmark, I was at like the bridge of Elgin, right below Integrity, and this occurred at the intersection of Vespucci on Legion Square. The collision. So I didn't.
You'll get time to be able to question them too. Okay.
So from there,
Let 'em finish your
the
statement.
call. Sorry, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
The call was given by Sergeant Claire Everly, who was in the courtroom, to open fire on the vehicle. I proceeded to chase the vehicle, found opportunity to hop out of the vehicle near Maldini's, and I attempted to hit the driver, but sadly, like the car was facing like away from me, so I was only able to really strike the vehicle. Vehicle then took off on Popular, had a little bit of distance, hit
This is the vehicle
something.
that Francis is in.
Correct. This is a black Banshee,
Okay.
registered to Francis.
Okay.
And it like either hit somebody or hit like the curb and really flipped hard, and the vehicle was disabled. Francis got out of the vehicle wearing the same exact outfit that he was wearing before we lost him, and had an AK on his back. I tackled him, attempted to place him in cuffs. He resisted, and then I was able to get him in cuffs later at the canal, and he was brought to MRPD and then here.
Francis, what are you doing on the table?
Oh, just seeing if he remembers what I'm wearing this time, bro.
Oh, okay.
Since he didn't describe it
So
ever, bro.
where did the obstruction come from?
So the obstruction comes from the fact that we had lost Francis multiple times in the pursuit, and he persisted to come back to prevent us from apprehending his accomplices that were involved within the crime.
Was the original crime? Was he involved in it?
Yes, he was. His casings were actually found at the origin of the scene.
Okay, but so he was part of this group.
Yes, Your Honor. According to evidence.
So he obstructed himself.
Well, he obstructed the apprehension of other individuals.
Well,
He
but
already.
But he was part of the group, though.
He was a part of the group, Your Honor.
So he obstructed the people that he was wanted for. The same thing.
Well, the way the Unified Police Department is looking at it, Your Honor, is that the individual had been out of, police, like I guess you could say, or pursuant of the police, and the individual then got involved when it was.
So he wasn't wanted anymore. Whenever he
So he was still wanted at that time,
So he
but
was still
the police.
part of the same situation.
Correct.
So he obstructed him. His own.
Well, we could, yeah. I can see where you're going with it, Your Honor.
So you're dropping that charge?
Let me reconvene with my fellow counsel.
Okay, let me know.
The thing is, like, they would be better off saying that I was obstructing and saying they weren't sure, because at that point they have a reason to pull me over. But now, what is their charge for pulling me over to begin with if I wasn't obstructing justice? What was their legal? They didn't have a warrant out. There was nothing else to say that I was wanted for anything. And they didn't even confirm it was me. Plates, do you think by the time I pitted them, within 0.3 of a second, they had realized it was Francis's plates, scanned the plate while crashing, and said, "Hey, Francis, shoot him!" In that time, dude? No. They didn't get a picture ID. They didn't get my name. They had no idea that was me. They just started blasting. It was a good pit. They got fucking owned, and then they shot me for it. That's what happened. They mad about the God pit, all right? They got your casing, yeah, but that's... They have shot me before making that knowledge. You know what I mean? They didn't know I had that AK. They didn't have any of that. They don't know. They literally shot a car for no fucking reason, is what they did. There was... Legally, they shouldn't have done that. They don't know if I was just driving, if I was involved, and if I wasn't. There was nothing that put them and me in that situation at that point in time, is what I'm trying to say. Like, legally, I'm going to get fucked on charges, but they need to understand...
Your Honor, the people dropped the charge of felony obstruction.
So what are my charges now, bro?
They're the same as before, except for you're just having the felony obstruction drop.
Yeah, what
criminal
are they?
possession
I-
class
Charges
two.
are criminal possession of a class 2,
Okay.
possession of explosives, reckless evading, felony obstruction of justice, criminal use of a firearm, resisting arrest, felony obstruction has been dropped.
Okay.
Okay, I just got a few more questions for you. Where does the criminal use of a firearm come from?
The criminal use of a firearm comes from the original scene. We have casings that match the AK in which the vehicle was used to, or excuse me, in which Francis, due to hot gun, shot multiple armed guards and took this Dukes.
Okay, so that's where the original like chase happened from.
Yeah, that's where we originally. So we heard the gunshots. Just to recap, heard gunshots. Saw. We took photos of it. We weren't able to identify him then, but the casings do match.
Okay, was he GSR tested?
He was not on scene though.
So
This
how do
was
you know
we're
he-
talking a two
How do you know
about
he
2.5
shot the
hour
gun?
chase. Say again.
How do you know he shot the gun?
We don't. How hot gun possession works in the city is if you have the gun that has the casings, you're getting the charge.
I don't give a shit how it works in the city. It's how it works in my courtroom. How do you know he shot the gun?
We don't.
So do we know if he criminally used the gun?
We have the casings that were there that matches the gun. So
We're-
I'm not.
We're aware that he possessed the gun, but how do we know that he shot the gun?
Like I said, Your Honor, we don't know 100% that he shot the gun, but what we do know is that he's in possession of the gun.
And is he being charged with possessing the gun?
Yes, he is.
What's
He's
the
being charged
can I see
having that
the
Correct.
We don't know if he shot it. We don't know if he used it. We just know he has it.
Correct.
Wanna
Wonder
convene
if,
on that charge, too?
No, the people are going to keep that charge as
criminal use
ev-
one?
every single time in Los Santos we've had somebody who has a hot gun, we press that charge.
Okay.
And I think it'd be a dangerous precedent to not push forward with that charge today.
Well, I don't give a shit what the president does.
No, a precedent.
Let me ask you. In a court, would you believe that it's beyond a reasonable doubt?
Say again.
In a court,
So
would you,
I
do
can
you
hear
believe
these guys behind
In
me.
a court, do you believe it's beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes, I do. I do 100% due to the fact that he has a hot gun, Your Honor.
No, I'm asking. In a courtroom, do you believe that it should be beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you should believe that's how the court system will work. Now, if you have evidence
shut the AI.
that somebody has a gun, but you have no evidence that they actually shot it other than the casings, you have no witness that they shot it, no other proof that they shot it, and you didn't even GSR test them, which would have been extra evidence to prove they shot it. Do you think there might be a little doubt there?
What I think here, Your Honor, is that if we were in this courtroom today to not take a hot gun possession, I think that would be extremely dangerous for future court cases in Los Santos. That's what my perception is on it.
And it was the hot gun. When did the crime happen with the gun?
2 hours before Francis was brought into custody.
So the gun was used part of this whole scenario.
Correct.
So
It was
it's
at
not
the
really,
end, the origin of the.
but it's
of the
not.
initial.
So it's not really a hot gun.
Well, it's still technically a hot gun because we didn't arrest him immediately. It's 2 hours later.
Right, but it's part of all the original crime, right? Like a hot gun to be like, there was a shooting on in the barrio, and I went and picked up casings. The next day, I picked up so and so, and they for speeding, and then they ran from me, and then they had the gun on them. That'd be a hot gun.
I mean, it's the same context on which whether they were the time frame in which they were caught. I mean, if somebody shoots somebody and murders them, right?
I think
Or
criminal
gets in a gang-related shooting, we find that gun in them.
Sorry to
we
interrupt, but
press
like,
that charge.
does this only count for possessions, not criminal use anyway?
Yeah, no, that's not how hot gun works. A hot gun is an investigation later on of a crime that happened unrelated to the arrest.
But which charges would fall under that, as
So-
I'm saying? It wouldn't be criminal
you-
use for that. It would be possession of the gun, bro.
Your Honor, GSR, generally speaking, only lasts like up to an hour.
You sure about
on
that?
somebody's finger. Yes. We've done it multiple times in which we've been in shootouts with people. After the shootout's done, we've gone to GSR individuals that we've actually eyewitnessed them shooting, and they're coming back negative. That's why I did not GSR test Francis, is because the time frame in
Did
which
you try it?
I did not try it.
I guess
I'd
we'll
be
never know. All right, you can head back. All right, which other officer wants to give testimony?
the people call
I'll
Brian to the stand.
I'll give my my statement. while,
Wait, Brian or Brian Knight?
Bird.
Bird. All right.
I am Deputy Brian Davids with the PBSO. I was riding in Officer Jones' car.
Let me swear you in first, Hot
Oh,
Rod.
my
Calm
fault.
down.
What?
What was your last name again?
Wait, I thought this guy was in the helicopter.
Davids, D-I-A-V-I-D-S.
All right, Mr. David, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and the penalties of perjury, so help you airborne.
So help me, airborne.
Yeah, okay, let's see what you have to say.
All right, so I was riding with Officer Jones. I was his co-pilot. We started off over.
Wait, so
in
Jones was in the
We were,
plane,
on
the
top
helicopter.
of La Puerta, and we heard active gunshots in the construction site right off of Calais. Officer Jones then took pictures. We went down. We collected evidence. That's where he found the bullet casings that match Mr. Frencer's AK. I documented the vehicle, the cream and colored G-Wagon, which came back to a Rami El Ramen. After that, a short, long pursuit entailed where we followed that Dukes all throughout the city. After the Dukes was switched, we witnessed Mr. Frencer get into I think it's it's a Land Cruiser, like a big greenish, grayish looking SUV. We followed that around the around the city.
You need water or something?
I do. It's very late for me.
Okay.
All right.
Take
Let me clear my throat. Yeah. Give me a little bit.
Okay.
I'm good. So after
Okay.
we found the Land Cruiser, they did another switch into a blue in color Lexus, and we followed that around the city. We lost the Lexus, and then we started following a red in color Brahma, I think it's called. It looks like a Bugatti. After that, they switched to another vehicle, and that's where we found Mr. Frencer in a blue and color Evo. We followed that around, lost sight of that, and then while myself and Officer Jones were looking around code 6ing or looking around the area for Mr. Frencer or the other accomplices he had, we saw him in a black Banshee around like Vespucci and Elgin, ram into Sergeant Claire Everly over there. That's where Sergeant Claire Everly gave us the okay to open fire. We were going down Supply Street right next to Maldini's, and that's where myself and Officer Jones opened fire on Mr. Frencer. We didn't.
Fire?
We got the okay from Sergeant Everly because she was pit at high speeds and her car was rendered enabled.
Who pit her at high speed?
Mr. Frencer.
Okay.
He was in that black Banshee, as I stated. We opened fire right next to Maldini's on Supply Street. He then took off about southbound Popular. His car flipped over a couple times. My head is hard, but the cement is harder. I fell and I cracked my head and I was incapacitated, and that's the end of my statement.
I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
So this criminal use of a firearm here, where does that come from?
The criminal use in the firearm, to my knowledge, I only recorded the car, Mr. Rami Al Rama's car. The criminal use comes in because the AK that was found on Mr. Frencer was matching with the casings and the bullets found on the scene of the construction site.
And those bullets that were on the scene at the construction site, what was those shot for? Like, do you know why those were shot? Where those bullets came from? The purpose?
The purpose was there were armed guards in there guarding the black and colored Dukes from the initial chase, and they were shooting down the armed guards to get into the vehicle.
Am I able to ask questions, sir?
Yeah, I'll let you ask him questions and the other guy, because I forgot to let you ask him questions.
I'll try.
The armed guards that were shot. How come he wasn't charged with those?
I don't know, sir.
Well, he's being charged as being the one that fired the gun because you're charging him with criminal use. But why isn't he being charged with where the gun was fired at?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Francis, I'll let you ask Mr. Jones first. You go ahead and step back.
I'll talk.
And then Mr. Jones, can you step up here?
Like fucking throw this shit out. I go. I don't even know what I'm explaining, bro.
Mr. Jones?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Francis has some questions for you. Can you step up
Sure.
here?
Where did you say you were in the helicopter when you first heard gunshots?
I was not in the helicopter. I was in a Charger.
So how was it? He said he was your co-pilot.
No, he was in the Charger with me. He stated, from what I heard, he stated that he was riding with me.
He's a co-pilot in the car.
Okay.
Co-pilot a car, yeah.
So so who was in the helicopter? Who did you say it was?
Mueller and
Is he here?
Corporal Russin. Yes, he is here.
Which one is this guy, bro? That's that guy over there with half a face?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And where were you guys when you heard the shots, did you say?
Myself and my partner, Deputy Bird, were on the Porta Freeway, and we actually were able to take photos of the vehicle.
Yes, and what were you doing on the Porta Freeway?
We were conducting an operation.
Yes. And what operation was that?
I am not at liberty to state, as it doesn't have any relevance.
Sir, it does have relevance because I was speaking with
Your Honor,
Bass.
objection. Relevance.
Judge, I'd like to bring in some 311 calls in which I made with Bass and a phone call I made with him. He said that they were doing Operation Dragon, which was in fact against Mr. K.
Objection.
And this man is
Your Honor,
implying that never happened when it's the whole reason they were there harassing
These
us.
311s were not submitted evidence.
Let's stop right here. Was the operation that was occurring, was it involved in anyone that was involved in this situation?
Negative.
So no one that was in the car with Francis.
Let me just double check on the other people that were arrested. I'm pretty sure no.
No. He's not saying that. He's saying in the car that I was allegedly in.
I'm not able to identify 100% that the operation was related to that.
Okay, then we'll
As that person was not arrested.
All right, then I'll sustain your objection.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. Well, okay. I'll do that in my speech. I don't have any questions for him, actually. Actually, no, I do.
Okay.
When you said that you saw the black Banshee in which I was driving and you shot it, what was your reason for that?
At that point in time, we decided as police procedure to terminate the pursuit due to the recklessness of your actions operating that vehicle.
In which was what? I'm asking what the reason was. You can't
You're
just
using
say,
that vehicle
oh,
as a
it's
weapon.
right. Yeah, but how was it used as a weapon? Describe what happened.
You decide. I think it'd be best to come from the officer
Nope.
who was struck
Nope.
directly.
Nope.
But,
I'm asking
from
you.
what I observed is you struck a vehicle at a high rate of speed and forced them off the road, and
Okay.
intentionally did so
Okay.
in an
And
attempt to
can you
make
describe
your
how that
accomplice
happened?
get away. So Challenger's driving high rate of speed down
Okay.
southbound Elgin Avenue.
Would that be
And you
reckless
intentionally
speeds? What
they
speeds
have
are we
lights and
talking?
sirens.
Okay, but what speeds are we talking?
I wouldn't be able to judge that. I was behind. I would say probably 100 plus.
So you can judge the speeds, and you can't judge the speeds and everything else, but you can judge from that distance that I deliberately ran into somebody. Convenient, don't you think? Only when
Honor,
it suits you.
Objection. He's making a statement, not asking a question.
No, I'm asking. Is that the case?
What's the question?
How is it possible that you can understand that I deliberately ran into somebody, but you were too far away to estimate anything else?
I am not the person who made that judgment. That's the answer to your question.
Okay, so you don't know. Okay, that's all I need to know, bro.
It's okay to don't know.
okay to don't know what you're doing, bro.
What's your answer to the question?
My answer to the question is I was not the person who made that call, so I can't reasonably judge what he's asking.
Okay. You can head back.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Was it Davids?
Yeah.
Come on up here. Mr. Francis, go right ahead.
Yes, sir. You said you saw me get into a, what was it, SUV or something?
Yes, we witnessed you get into I think it's called a Land Cruiser, gray in color or greenish in color Land Cruiser Ford.
Where was the Land Cruiser exactly?
It was around the Little Seoul area. I can't give a specific street, but it was in the Little Seoul area.
So how? Okay, so you saw me walk into an SUV and drive away, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't know where you were?
I was in the, well, we were, I can't, let me see, what street was it?
I was in the garage. Just got in to see shit.
It was Vespucci.
So you were on Vespucci, and where would the vehicle have been?
The vehicle was coming out of the compound. We saw individuals running.
Okay. So how would you see from Vespucci through? Let me just check here. 4 solid brick walls.
We saw you running around the corner, sir.
What corner? What are you talking about? I'm trying to ask you to understand what you saw, bro.
We were sitting on Vespucci, on like the corner of Vespucci.
Okay.
And we were looking towards the Little Seoul compound, and we saw individuals running, and we saw you.
From where though? Like where are you running? You said, how can you see me get into a Land Cruiser if it's inside the compound and you're on Vespucci? How does that fucking make sense, sir?
It's the corner of Palomino and Vespucci, and that's where we saw you, sir.
Yes, but if it's in the compound, how can you see that?
We saw you run around the corner from the compound and get into the cruiser.
How? You're saying the SUV is in the compound, correct?
Correct.
So how the fuck did you see me get in the fucking car?
You were running around into the compound.
Okay, but listen, if you were on the corner of Vespucci, right? You were on the corner of Vespucci. So how can you see inside the compound if the walls are there, bro?
You're correct, sir. I cannot see.
Okay, well, that's not so fucking hard to answer. You didn't see anybody get in the fucking car, correct?
I did see you get in the car.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, listen, I don't even know what to ask this guy. I'm fucking having an aneurysm. I rest my case.
Mr. Dan, come back here.
What the fuck? Did I just... What is happening, dude?
Did you see him get in the vehicle?
I did see him get in the vehicle, sir.
Was the vehicle in the compound?
The vehicle was coming outside the compound, sir.
Whenever you saw him get inside the vehicle, was the vehicle inside or outside the compound?
Well, I saw...
What the fuck?
We were driving.
I'm so
I saw him
confused.
get inside the vehicle while he was coming outside the compound.
Whenever
I
you saw
was
him
getting inside a moving vehicle I was driving. What the fuck is happening? How do you see me? I don't understand this.
Mr. Francis, whenever you saw him get in the vehicle, was the vehicle outside or inside of the compound?
What? He was coming outside, sir.
Coming outside.
No, I don't want to ask.
What
you where he's coming.
I think the disconnect is I'm not being specific enough, and that's my apologies for being an idiot. When I'm saying we, I think I'm falling into the same thing that Officer Jones fell into. When I'm saying we, I meant as the Unified Police Force. So I think I should. That's my fault for not being specific.
So you didn't see it?
No, I'm just saying we. I'm saying we're saying the whole police force. So like Air One, including other units.
Okay,
as
so
well.
can I continue my
did not
questioning
see
then?
him get in. You did not see him get out of the vehicle.
Me personally, what I was saying basically was saying we as in the Unified Police Force. I'm saying me personally, we did not. I did not see him.
Unified Police Force isn't being questioned. You are.
Yeah. So no, I did not see him, but I
Thank
got
you.
word
You
from the
continue
Air One.
questioning.
Okay, thank God. So when I ask, did you see me? I mean you, not the police.
I'm so sorry, sir. It's late. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so you didn't see me get inside that vehicle. Did you
No.
see me get inside the original vehicle you described at the quote-unquote shooting?
No, we did not see you enter the Dukes.
Did you
I did not see
see
you get
any
into the-
bodies on the ground that were shot?
Yes, I did. I saw one or two bodies. A black male with a white shirt and a white male with a white shirt.
Did you not take photos of them?
Officer St. Jones took photos of the scene. I took photos of the vehicle, the cream colored G-Wagon.
So I look at the casings and whatnot there, and they are not around a body, correct? Projectiles? On the photos, you sure?
You mean the photos that Officer Jones shot, sir?
Yes, the photos in the evidence.
No, I don't see the bodies in the photo either, sir.
Okay, so there's nothing really that indicates those bullets were even fired at those people, correct?
Correct, sir. I can understand where you're coming from.
Okay. And did you see me get inside a black Banshee?
No, I did not see you get inside a black Banshee.
So how is it you would correlate me being inside that vehicle, the silver vehicle, or the black vehicle prior to that?
Because we saw you get out. Well,
You.
with the blue Evo.
How would you
Me.
correlate
Okay,
this?
Me. Well, the other two vehicles, were relayed to me via Air One and other resources. The only vehicles that me personally that I've seen you get in, I saw you get into the blue and color Lexus, and I saw you get into the blue and color Evo. Any other vehicle, I have no direct vision of you getting inside.
Okay. Hans, I'm trying to chat at the moment.
Any other questions?
1 second. So where was the blue vehicle? You said I got inside an Evo, correct?
Yes.
What was I getting out of to get into this?
You got out of the blue Lexus.
Okay, and was I driving that or anything?
I don't know that information.
Okay, so you don't know what I was doing. I got out of a car and I got an evolution, and that's all you're saying, right?
Yes, I saw you get out the car. It was in the lower Alta Street parking lot. You ran up into the Alta Street main parking lot and took out a blue Evo and fled.
Okay, well, what am I fleeing from exactly?
I don't know. That's something I don't know what you're fleeing from.
Okay, so did I flee or did I not flee? You're saying you saw me flee. What am I? Who was I fleeing from?
Well, you got out the car and then you got into another car and you just drove away after we told you to freeze.
Who is
So,
we? Can you define who we is again?
the Unified Police Force.
Okay, so
myself and
you
Jones
didn't
and
do
Chris-
that or say that.
I'm sorry. Come again.
Did you say that? Because, listen, I'm asking you questions, and you're implying that something has happened based on hearsay, which is other people's opinions. I'm asking you. Did you say that, or tell me to stop, or anything?
No, I did not tell you to stop, sir.
Mr. Davis, did you do anything this chase?
I was sitting in the passenger's seat, sir. A couple comms, and I witnessed a couple things. I
Okay.
didn't. Besides documenting the car, I really have my hands off.
How
I'm
about
just
this?
giving my point of view.
What did you see me do?
All right. What I've seen you do is that you got inside a blue Lexus, right?
Yes.
Occupied
From
by
where?
From where I'm not sure. We joined in late on the chase, and then I saw you hop out of
Hold
the
on,
blue
hold on.
Lexus
No, no,
on
no,
Lower
no, no,
Alta.
no, no. Did you see me get into the vehicle?
Did I see you get into a blue Lexus? Yes,
Okay.
On Mirror Park Drive, right near the casino. Or
Near
whatever
the
that street is, near the
casino?
casino.
Okay. And then I drove where? We went to
Real
the
quick,
apartments,
Francis,
and I got
I'm
out of.
I'm
Yes.
gonna stop you up there. Mr. Davis, take a breath.
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
trying to listen. How about that? I'm just trying to ask what you saw me do that was illegal. How about that?
All right.
That's an easy question. Just to
All right,
just to
now,
cover
all right,
bases.
Just let it, whew, let's get. All right. Francis, you asked him a question. Everything's all right.
Okay, I just make it easy, bro. I'm not trying to hassle you or nothing, but what do you actually see me do that was actually illegal? I'm just trying to understand. That way, maybe I can cut down questioning.
I personally did not see you do anything illegal, but you were caught in the black Banshee that was perceived to have rammed Sergeant Everly, and that's where we're giving
Yes.
the
Okay.
okay to shoot you.
Well, I'm okay if that's all you want to say. I just want to make sure I know what you're saying, and if that's what you're saying, that's okay with me. I don't have any further questions. Thank you.
Damn, my head hurts.
All right, Mr. David, pop your Xanax and chill out over there.
Somebody's popping saying.
All
Your
right,
Honor, the
who's that?
people call Max Mueller to the stand.
All right, Mr. Mueller.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
So
Mueller, you swear to tell
far,
the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, the pills of perjury, so help
this
you.
guy is going to be the reliant of the case. Poor guy, he's going to get used to it, dude. This is what it's going to be like.
Let me hear what.
Francis ain't going to be fucking fair, dude.
Okay, so I'm
He
gonna
did
be
fine,
tired,
though.
so apologies if I yawn throughout any of
Can't
this.
be more tired than the last guy.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I was in Air 1 for the entirety of the 3-hour pursuit. I was overhead on the beginning of the Dukes of Death being broken into. We were nearby in the area just due to a separate operation. I saw one individual inside the vehicle at the time, or whatever.
Wait, let me stop right there. Mr. David, when this trial's over, I want to speak with you, okay?
All right.
All right, continue.
Here, I saw one individual inside the.
But man, they deserve it. It's roleplay. I'm just questioning what Listen, you guys got to understand. I don't have an issue with anybody here, guys. I'm trying to understand their logic behind shooting me, and this guy is a representation of that. He doesn't know. He was told to do it, and I'm trying to find who did do that.
The vehicle originally didn't have any ping come from it that we're used to. Just due to being a vehicle of interest and the shots fired on scene, we decided to follow it.
He lost eyes on this
We saw
multiple
it
times.
going northbound, relatively slow, 35 miles per hour. It went to refuel at the gas station on Perth Street near Hayes, just north of Hayes. From there, when Air 1 was hovering overhead, we saw two individuals inside the vehicle. One, a little fella that I could see through the slat in the front window.
What the
And,
fuck?
Another individual wearing like a
Do
jumpsuit.
you know the identity of the little fella?
From the visual that I could get, I believe it was this little fella right here.
You believe?
Jesus fucking Christ,
I can
dude.
get to identifying him later to confirm it was 100% him.
Well, do you confirm or do you believe?
Yeah, I can confirm.
Okay.
Look at this vehicle.
Sorry, I
He's.
just had to muffle a cough
Oh
real
my
quick.
god, this guy is saying he saw me inside this vehicle. Can you
Yeah,
believe
that
this shit?
vehicle was refueling
Holy
there,
fuck.
occupied 2 times. Eventually, we lost. We pursued the vehicle, and then I believe Francis J. Franco was putting out 3-on-1s about how unmarked
You believe?
vehicles. Well, no, they definitely were.
You seem to be believing a lot.
I know. I just like saying it. Sounds so much nicer that
You know,
way.
some
But
people believe in
I-
Bigfoot.
yeah, well, have you seen that latest canceller footage? It's the same quality. But
Okay.
anyway, I digress. I know that Francis J. Franco was through on wanting about an unmarked vehicle driving spookily around him, and I think he got a little scared. Units pulled away from it. We later finally received an actual ping regarding the 37 Alpha, which is a armored vehicle and armed guards being shot at and relating to drug paraphernalia within inside the vehicle. Air 1 was pretty much immediately overhead because thankfully there was a unit nearby, just north of the Vinewood Hills. Let me get the exact road. It was just north of North Sheldon.
Bro, this is so bad.
The vehicle continued off northbound from Marlow. The same 2 individuals were witnessed inside the vehicle. It drove around for a long period of time. The thing is literally a brick. I
Now,
don't
you
understand.
said, when you say it was drove around, does that mean you guys were pursuing it?
Yeah. So we were in Air 1 overhead pursuing it. We maintained majority of the visual, and then intercepting units were attempting to catch up with it. And eventually, after we broke off for fuel. Intercepting units were able to fully keep up with it by that point.
So up until the point whenever you guys, because you guys were following with Air One, were they aware that you were chasing with Air One?
We were what, the people inside the vehicle or fellow
Yeah.
officers?
Yeah, he said he ID'd me in this
I
car.
get a feeling that they were. They
Feeling.
kind of they were taking a lot of routes to get away from us, but we weren't. We were trying to intel gather on the starts of these situations.
So whenever you were in the air, they wasn't actually being stopped yet.
At that point we were just having an overview of what was going on. But as soon as we received the physical ping, which was when they were north of North Sheldon, that was when we actually started a pursuit of the vehicle, like a proper pursuit in intent to arrest.
So they weren't technically running until the interceptors got there.
We were pretty blatant that we were following them. They
But
were.
you told me that they wasn't being stopped at that point yet. You were just doing.
No, I said they were being stopped as soon as the ping came along, and they were avoiding us from that point. And we were the only unit that was nearby able to fully pursue them.
So when were they officially being attempted to be detained?
We were looking for detainment just for questioning when the shots fired went off around Calais Avenue.
And how was the contact made for that detainment?
No official contact, just due to the fact that officers weren't able to actually interact with the vehicle.
How are you going to detain somebody if you can't make contact?
We were advising officers to get to the located vehicle. However, due to Air One, sadly, I'm not able to grapple down by a wicked wire and start speaking to the individuals.
So when were they officially attempted to be detained?
Probably around North Sheldon, like I said.
And how was the detainment made?
Officers turned their lights and sirens on, and Air One flew immediately
It
overhead.
was whenever the interceptors got there.
Yeah, that as well as ourselves in Air One with the spotlight immediately over it, commanding them to stop.
You can't really detain with a helicopter.
You can ask them to slow down and stop.
A helicopter.
You can try. Megaphone works, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So they were being detained when the cars got there.
Yeah. I was yelling pretty loud.
Chucky. Oh man.
Yeah, cars were pursuing it. It was driving around pretty much majority of the city. I think we went.
Here's the problem I'm coming up with. Like all these questions I'm asking you right now, it's not me doing any type of gotcha. Okay.
No, I know.
It's me just trying to get the timeline going, right?
Yeah, I get you.
And your responses are making me jump through hurdles to come to the simple conclusion that they wouldn't officially stop until the cars got there.
Well, units were constantly in pursuit. So okay, as soon as the ping went off and they drove
but
northbound,
somebody can't be detained.
If you let me finish, sir.
Detained, right?
If you let me finish, sir, I'll explain to you.
Well, I get
exactly your question. No, but you're doing that thing where you talk over me, sir, and I can explain to you exactly what you're looking for.
Hey, I'm the
judge.
I
know, sir. And I respect that, but I'm trying to tell you exactly what you want.
I'll talk over you all I want.
So, would you like me to answer your question?
No, I'm talking.
Okay.
Okay. So the point you're making is that the vehicles were trying to catch up to the individuals to stop them. But to that point, they're not technically being detained.
No, okay. So if I can explain, sir.
Go ahead.
So as I said prior, when the ping went off, the 37 Alpha on North Sheldon Avenue, thankfully, I said this in testimony, thankfully a unit was nearby on Marlow Drive. They lasted maybe 30 seconds of driving northbound when the three individuals inside a Explorer attempted to pursue them along the ridge north of Marlow Drive. So detainment basically was attempted 30 seconds by ground units after the ping went off.
You're making this so difficult. At what point was their vehicle lit up by a car?
Like I just said, sir, 30 seconds after they drove away from the ping. So as soon as the 37 Alpha, okay. You want to continue, sir?
What's your testimony?
Okay. So the vehicle was continued to be pursued. I believe it was Officer N. Shiesty and two ride-alongs he had with him. Maybe cadets, I can't recall off the top of my head. They pursued. We were in Air One following. Interceptor units also attempted to follow. A lot of interceptor units attempted to hit it after Air One broke off. It drove pretty much through oncoming lanes of travel, high speeds throughout, mounted curbs, went through alleyways. It took a couple jumps, but nothing really crazy other than one into the canal as far as jumps go. But other than that, it was high speed through 35 miles per hour areas. It didn't really cover highways. It attempted to do a lot of small like bursts of speed around the city. It went into the tunnels several times, and officers on radio explained how it was ramming them head on. The vehicle, as far as units could go, couldn't really come to a full stop. The pits were pretty much unsuccessful in moving it.
I'm falling
you could have
asleep over
full
here.
visual of that, of officers guiding it into a wall and nothing really slowing it down. The vehicle eventually crashed out and was boxed on, I think it was Mirror Park Boulevard, just over the canals. Yeah, Mirror Park Boulevard, just over the canals. No, I lie. It was Popular Street, just over the canals. Who would have thought? Oh, I haven't lied so far, sir. But anyway, I digress. It was on Popular Street, just over the canals. It was boxed in. The passenger, an individual in the jumpsuit with a clown mask, got out. He had a Class 2 on his back. A blue and colored Lexus arrived on scene. The individual in the jumpsuit got into the blue and colored Lexus. From Air 1, I saw Chief of Police Sam Bass drag this little fella here. The little fella was wearing a hat, but he's not
Damn.
got that hat on now.
You were like cross-eyed? You see two ways at once, bro? Crazy.
You got. I was in the air above you. It's
Okay,
like a bird's eye
googly
view.
eyes.
Let's keep the chatter down.
So I saw that little fella getting dragged out of the car by my chief of police. I think he didn't
when
get.
you say little fella, who are you speaking of?
Francis J. Franca.
Okay, let's go on Francis then.
Okay, so Francis. Francis was dragged out of the car, and then he got into the blue and colored car.
Something funny?
No. I just have something in my throat.
Okay.
I might just take a sip real quick. Give me a moment. Oh yeah, okay, that hit the spot. Okay. Yeah, the individuals both got into a blue and colored Lexus. I couldn't identify the driver of that vehicle or the passenger with the jumpsuit on. I don't believe the passenger in the jumpsuit was ever actually caught, so 100% can't guarantee who that was.
This guy can't ID someone in the blue
but,
car with the
Francis
windows
is
down, but they can
100%
ID me in a
identifiable
black
just
vehicle
because
with
of
fucking
stature and
grates over
also
it. Are you kidding me,
just
dude?
kind of, the fact it was him. Same clothing, same stature, same face, just a hat.
He's identifiable based off the fact it was him?
Yeah, pretty much. But
What
I
does
just
that
want to
even mean?
articulate everything. Well, no, I said stature, clothing, face, rather than leaving it up in the air.
Okay.
God, let me
Anyway,
question this guy, please. This
you
guy's
see that
fucking so
vehicle?
slow. All you have
That
to say is
vehicle
what I did.
eventually-
This
it
is the
didn't
fucking
crash
dumbest
out.
shit I've ever heard.
It didn't crash out.
I don't need your
However,
life
it
story,
spun out
bro.
on- God, I think it was Adam's Apple and Power. Adam's Apple and Power, where individuals got out of that vehicle and then into the like lighter blue WRX.
What?
Real
I
quick,
bel-
when you say stature, what do you mean by that?
Like height.
This WRX, the other guy's saying to Eva, this guy's off his fucking head, bro.
Is his height? What do you mean?
Well, a stature is a person's natural height,
Mhm.
and
Jesus Christ, hurry the fuck up.
elephant in the room. He's
Mhm.
yeah.
Elephant in the room?
is
It
a
looks like you
smaller
ate out an
individual.
elephant on that period. Have you seen your fucking face, bro?
Sir, you're wearing the gray turtleneck. You look like an elephant.
Maybe
right
next
now.
time wait until the period's over before you eat it out, bro.
That was a good one. Anyway,
That was messed up. Can we get that removed from the record, Robert?
we'll keep it. Keep it. Okay. Anyway,
Oh
yeah,
my god.
What does that mean?
I actually don't know what
Bro,
that
if
means.
we shrunk your head, it would look like a fucking hemorrhoid, okay?
Huh.
What's a red wing?
Red wings when you go down on a girl when she's on her period and you get
Oh,
wings
okay.
across your face.
So disgusting.
Apparently
What's
she was
going
only having a
down?
period on one side for you.
Okay.
Oh
Wait, no,
fuck.
Only
Clarify
got one
further.
wing.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Where were we?
Oh my god.
She's your half an angel.
I'm dying too.
Oh my
yeah,
god, bro!
I'm-
I just
I
want to
really love
fucking.
Nopixel.
I just want to talk,
Anyway,
dude.
he got into the light blue WRX. I believe eventually that vehicle was lost. I believe. It happened while as everyone was refueling. We later joined in the pursuit of a separate vehicle, which I'm trying to remember the exact details of that, if I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Yeah, I can't remember the exact details of the vehicle that we were pursuing. There were so many changes and so many times that everyone had to break off from being shot by other helicopters.
So many changes.
Yeah, they swapped vehicles
Sounds
like...
like your story. Okay, let's keep going.
Oh, so I've never flip-flopped on my story.
So you decided you were going to detain somebody with a helicopter.
Yeah, I did.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
Your Honor, I would like to make clear, if I can, that the helicopter was not the Unified Police Department's detainment. The police vehicles with police lights and sirens were our attempt at detainment.
Clearly.
When that
yeah.
be-
I've already testified that as well, though,
Clearly.
but yeah, that's a great gotcha there, so.
And again, that's the thing. I'm not trying to get you at gotchas.
I
You're
don't know
just
what
making
side
everything
the law is
difficult for no
exactly
reason.
on,
Anyway,
honestly.
let's think, where was I? Oh, yeah, they swapped vehicles multiple times. Eventually, I believe Francis J. Franca was lost, at least from my line of sight vision. I never saw him personally get into the black and colored Banshee, or whatever colored Banshee it was. But obviously, he was no longer in the vehicle that we were pursuing.
Oh my god, that's my favorite song.
Well, we know
muted
that
mine.
wasn't Francis.
Anyway,
Better hope they don't find any shells there, Francis. You'll get hit with a hot gun.
Anyway, as I was saying, the vehicle that we were pursuing, I can't remember the exact description of, but I know that Chief of Police Sam Bass, Sergeant Claire Everly, and I believe Jones, Jones as well, were in the chase. I think in the order of Sergeant Everly, then Chief of Police Sam Bass, then Shane Jones.
For this guy's fucking
The
testimony
vehicle
is the
then
worst
veered
thing I've
from
ever heard
one
in my
lane of
life.
Travel into the other, striking.
Come on.
By Everly. I did not see the aftermath of the actual incident itself.
Speedy, what's going on?
That's the guy that
Nothing.
shot me the other day. Help! Help!
It's out front.
Murderer!
It's out front.
Murderer!
Oh, I
It's literally out front.
That guy a murderer!
for assisting, guys. I appreciate.
Go get it. Got it.
This is not that bad. He's just tired as fuck, dude. Give him a break, bro.
Where was I? Yeah, okay. So I saw the vehicle strike, but I didn't see the actual aftermath because I wasn't piloting the helicopter and I was trying to maintain visual of the vehicle we were pursuing. Sergeant Everly then made the call to shoot the Banshee. I heard audible gunfire on the vehicle whilst Air 1 was overhead on Elgin, still pursuing the main target vehicle. The target vehicle then went into the underground car parking area and was lost by officers. I believe Francis was then
Oh, shit.
out
Oh,
front.
God.
Front, Tony.
Oh shit, we may need to postpone this.
Front officer Tony.
Mistrial, Your Honor.
Anyway, yeah.
My ads are automated, dudes. I ain't gonna
yeah,
play
the
extra ones. I don't give a
the
fuck.
vehicle was eventually gunned at, shot at by officers on scene.
Quick question for you.
Yep.
Did you ever personally witness Francis eluding police in a situation in a vehicle where he was driving?
Yeah, he was the driver of the Dukes of Death.
Okay. Did you ever see him evading as a passenger?
Yes, he got inside the blue and colored Lexus that the chief of police Sam Bass grabbed him from.
I don't have any further questions. You can step back. Francis, you got anything for him?
Yo, well, no, I got plenty of fucking questions for this motherfucker, bro.
All right.
Okay.
Jesus
All right,
Christ.
go ahead.
When you said that you saw me inside the black vehicle, it's the one in the photos, correct?
Yes. Not at that point did I identify either.
Okay, that's not what I'm asking. I don't need your life story, bro. We already heard that just before, bro. Please.
Okay.
When you did say you saw me at the gas station, was it when I was leaving or entering when I was inside the vehicle?
I believe I saw you through the little slat in the thing.
Believe.
Yeah, at that point I'm not 100% sure, but I
No.
I'd say
You
at least
said on
60%
record
sure.
before you ID'd me inside the black vehicle with tiny fucking holes in it at the gas station. So was I leaving or was I going in?
What do you mean, leaving the vehicle or going into the
Leaving the gas
station
station or going into the gas station? Because gas stations have this thing called a fucking roof above it, you see. You can't see it from a helicopter, right?
Yeah, but we took an angle. We weren't directly over you.
Okay. And which gas station was that,
Okay.
sir?
I think the one on Perth Street. Yeah, it's Perth.
think. How did
and...
Can you be certain with
It's
something
North
here apart from
Rockford.
just IDing me through a tiny cheese hole, please? Surely you
It
can be
was North
certain with other
Rockford.
things.
North Rockford gas station, nearest cross Perth Street.
Okay.
Just north of Perth
And where
Street.
was the helicopter situated in which you could see inside the gas station?
We were probably floating about south of Liberty Street, in between Boulevard Del Perro and Marathon Avenue. At that point, we weren't attempting to be blatant with pursuing you, so we kind of
Liberty Street, you said? Is that what you said? Liberty Street?
South of Liberty Street. Yeah, you see it.
Yeah, about on Boulevard Del Perro. So the gas station is on
Yeah.
North Rockford, 2 blocks away, and you'd be up in the air as well. So there'd be quite a distance to look at someone through a tiny little hole, right?
I'm probably not 100%, but I'm giving.
How about
the
this? How about
rough
this?
GPS
As a
location.
hypothetical, would you bet your ballsack that I was in that car at that point in time?
Probably not. No.
Okay, that's crazy. Well,
That's
you're
why I
betting my
said I
fucking
couldn't-
life on it, sir.
That's why I said believe earlier, and then
Nope, you said he was
The judge
ID'd
went
inside the
believe.
black vehicle, and this entire case, from
are-
what both of these people have said, was me being inside the vehicle ID'd by
Sir,
you,
you were-
sir.
So you were ID'd inside the black vehicle when you were torn from it, and that
Okay.
I can 100% guarantee.
Okay, so where did you see me inside the vehicle? How do you know I was driving, a passenger, anything?
Because you were on the left-hand side of the vehicle when Chief of Police Sam Bass pulled you out of the vehicle.
And this other officer said I was Mr. John said I was wearing the exact same clothes. Was I wearing the exact same clothes, sir?
You were wearing the gray, and then I think you had like a little hat on, or a big hat. Sorry,
One of the
And he
two.
walked
Which
in
was
that
it?
courtroom with it.
it was a big hat.
Okay,
But
a big
I
hat.
just like saying little. Yeah, like a big gray hat. I couldn't
Okay.
tell what style
So
of hat.
from
though.
the sky, with somebody with a massive hat on, whereabouts were you? Were you right above it? Like you usually stay right above it, right?
Yeah, at this point we were right above. Probably a 150 altitude. maybe.
Just to take note, this man is saying he has ID'd me from a helicopter from above of a person with a hat on.
I can literally
A big
zoom
hat in
with
which
the camera.
he has. Okay, well you can't zoom in. You're not fucking Batman, bro. You can't. Oh, Superman. You can't look through hats, bro. Anyway, I
Okay,
don't give a fuck
that's-
if you zoom in, bro. So you're which feature or what did you use to ID me at this point, bro? That's what I'm asking.
Your clothing, your stature, just overall everything about you.
Okay, so a
Objection,
gray
Your
shirt
Honor,
and a
asked
short
and answered.
person.
You already asked this.
Clothing, stature,
I'll
the
sustain it.
The hat. Yeah, the short person is part of it.
Okay.
But it's you pretty much match the description bar the hat.
What description? Nobody saw me in that black
The-
vehicle. You were the descriptor of that. Remember?
No, people saw you in the black vehicle when they ripped you from it from 2 feet away.
No, you said that. You saw me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Nobody else
You
said
also
that.
fit-
You said that.
What you're wearing now literally fits that same description as to what I saw you pulled from the vehicle as.
Okay, but I'm asking you, not your unified
Okay.
shit department. What did you
Yeah, I'm
use to ID
explaining-
me? And it's my hat and my height, correct?
And I'm your hat, your height, and your clothing.
Yes, and my hat, in which you said was small first and then large after. Correct.
No,
correct.
no,
okay.
it's a. Okay.
You weren't sure, yes. Okay, bro, yes. Anyways, so, where else did you see me afterwards?
I personally didn't see you again after that. After you got into the blue and colored vehicle.
Okay,
and then
so
into the
what
other
crimes
blue
have you
vehicle.
seen me commit today?
Reckless evading inside the.
So, you ID'd me
Dukes of
driving the
Death.
vehicle?
You were in the driver's seat when you were pulled from it.
So you're telling, how do you know that from the sky, bro? What did you see? Tell me what you saw.
Because I know which side the driving side of
No,
that
no,
vehicle
no,
is. It's
no.
the left-hand side.
It's a two-door, multiple-seat vehicle. Could I not have been pulled from the
Mhm.
other side?
No, you were pulled from the left-hand side because the individual in the jumpsuit got out from the right-hand side. It's a
Okay.
two-door, two-seat vehicle.
Okay, so you have ID'd me at that point only as the hat and the height, though, correct?
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah.
Okay, so what else have you, apart from a hat and short person, have you seen me committing crimes today, bro?
Not a lot really. I was mostly pursuing the target vehicle, which
Okay.
is the Dukes of Death. Reckless evading. Other
Okay,
than that,
listen,
I didn't
listen,
personally
listen.
see you
Okay.
fire a gun.
Yeah,
you know,
if I was the driver of that vehicle in which you ID'd me, sure, okay. But
Mhm,
when I was inside the Banshee, I admit I was in the Banshee.
mhm, mhm.
What did you see me do?
I saw the vehicle, like veer towards the vehicle that Claire Everly was in. I then didn't watch any further, so I didn't see the aftermath of
So you
it.
didn't see
but
shit.
I saw the vehicle collide, and that's
Okay.
it.
And out of curiosity, you said police were following the vehicle, the black vehicle. Was there points in times they would have their sirens off completely, their lights off completely, and whatnot?
Prior to the ping going off, yes.
Oh, and at that point in time, did you ever lose sight of the vehicle?
Yeah, a couple times.
How many times have you seen armored vehicles in the city, like this vehicle?
I'd say like once every couple days, maybe sometimes like once a day.
Have you
but-
seized them before? Have they been blown up before? Like, how many have you seen, bro? How many do you think? Like, in the last, let's say, 6 months, how many of these
6
vehicles you've seen,
months?
bro?
Oh god, probably like I'd say like 20.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say ballpark 20.
So what you're telling me, there's probably more than one in the city.
Oh yeah, I'm probably sure, but
Okay,
I
that's
don't-
my questioning done. Thank you.
You can go back.
All right. Am I free to leave? I don't really want to see the end.
Screw
of this.
you, Hemride!
What do you mean?
Oh
you wanna
my
see the end
God.
of it?
I've been in Air 1 for 3 hours. I kind of want to go off duty.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you had to
Appreciate
go.
you.
Has not wanting to see the end of it.
Not gonna be bothered
Well,
listening
no,
to it.
No,
be honest.
not that I mind about the end of it,
Every single one of
but
them
I
hasn't
just wanna look at
100%
it,
confirmed
you
I've done
Okay.
anything.
I just
And that's
don't know
my
whether
entire
if
point.
I'm being
I feel
asked
like
to
I was
recall.
shot under the assumption
Okay,
that it was
have a good night.
possibly me, but they don't none of these people have seen that.
Your Honor, the people call Claire Everly.
Let me ask this before we have somebody come up. Can we have somebody come up that saw Francis commit a crime?
All right.
Is that
I'll,
you?
Yeah, I'll take
You
care
want
of
to roll
this.
for it? Oh, never mind. Okay, you go.
All right.
That'd really be awesome.
All right.
Would you prefer that coyote, or do you want him first? It is Woman History Month, so do you want the roll or?
I'll have you last, Claire.
Okay, that's fine.
Screw you,
A Woman
Brian!
History Month, coyote.
All right, Mr. Knight. Do you swear to tell the truth? The
Once
whole
again,
truth,
I'm not
nothing
listening.
but the truth, and account to the perjury, so help you wayward.
I do, Your Honor.
Tell me what happened, and hopefully, you can make sentences that make sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I was working an operation and was called over the radio to assist with what was the sound of automatic gunfire coming from the construction site of Little Seoul. Shortly thereafter, I started eating some ice cream and
He's the level
started getting some absolutely. Shut the fuck up, you little shit!
Tell me fuck
I fucking know
up!
what you did.
Little shit.
Can we not, Mr. Knight? Can we not use foul language in the courtroom like little, please?
Of course, of course.
Yes, you fucking dual fucking chin fat prick.
You look like a fucking chode.
Francis!
You look like Dan Bilzerian if he was uglier.
You look like the reaction of like a broken condom.
You look like
Well,
Dan
a mistake.
Bilzerian if he was ugly and was on meth for 10 years, bro. And was
You
deniable.
know, at least Dan Blazarian was cool for 10 years until he got
Nobody
exposed.
thought he was cool.
Who's Dan Blazarian?
Exactly. Exactly, Mr. Judge. I agree. Who is he?
Oh, like seriously, who is he?
Both of you!
He was
Oh my
a
god!
Texas Hold'em player that inherited like millions of dollars and then
Oh, I know who
played
that is.
Hold'em.
He
lost
didn't
the money,
inherit
and then
shit. He
got, like-
scammed it. He's a scammer,
that
bro.
Yeah, he did
buff dude,
scam it.
right?
He's a
He's that
scammer,
buff dude.
yeah.
Wait, did he? I thought he was
Yeah,
worth
he's a
millions.
scammer.
No, his
Got
parents
tired,
were
right?
rich and they scammed people and gave him money from a trust fund. He had trust fund
What
scam
the
baby, bro.
fuck?
Yeah, he had the beard, right?
You think that guy could actually play fucking poker, bro?
Oh no, he was definitely bad at poker. He was
He
losing
said he
money
won
for that.
50 million in a poker game in an offshore fucking boat, bro. He fucking lying, bro.
He had like 3 heart attacks on a private jet.
Well, he's
He had
not
too much like
the,
Viagra and coke in his system.
What's that one guy's name? Phil?
Yeah, film a dick in your mouth. Can we get along with this, bro?
No,
Oh,
my
shit!
I'm not doing a dick
Francis!
joke.
Damn.
I'm not doing a dick joke. But Phil, the guy who like always rages. All right, yeah, I don't know. He's a
No,
poker player.
All right. Can I get to my bit, please?
Phil Ivey.
Yeah, anyway, you were at the part where you
Oh,
were having
no,
ice
Phil
cream and
Ivey-
giving Tori a hand job.
You know, Phil Ivey's like really good.
Yeah, I like
he
him.
won a lot of money playing baccarat
He,
at like
he's
a
an
bunch of casinos.
actual poker player.
Jesus Christ, I need the
Oh,
piss.
he won
Hurry
most of his
up.
money on baccarat.
I need the piss, bro.
He like found like a formula that could beat the casinos. It was pretty insane.
Yeah. All right. let's continue the
Anyways,
story.
all right. Where was I? So I started eating ice cream and I started getting this brain freeze where every 30 seconds everything just kind of got pretty abrupt. So I spent the next 2 hours chasing shit, but actually pinballing around. And eventually this little shit was in cuffs and that's the end of my testimony.
What crime you see me commit, you fucking jerk off? We don't want to know about
Listen,
your
I
ice
know you
cream.
did something, all right?
This guy's a fucking prick.
All right. So
You
Mr. Knight-
look like a prick.
Mr. Knight,
Yeah,
What
I am a prick.
what crime did you see Mr. Francis commit?
Oh, I got no fucking idea.
Okay, you can keep going back.
All right.
Your Honor, the people call Claire Everly to the stand.
Okay,
Oh my god, you just say. Oh my.
Claire, I know you've been eager to get up here
I...
to put some clarity in some of the shit I've been hearing. Or do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and all penalties and perjury? So help you, curvy ugly fin.
I do, and I'm here to explain everything on this rainy evening on the 11th.
Okay,
There I
real
was.
quick, before we start, did you see Francis evading police in a car? Driving.
Clarify what you mean by that. Did I
What
see him
the
in a
fuck,
car
Claire?
evading? What do you
What-
mean? What the fuck? I'm making sure he's not like, hey, bro, he had a fucking. No, I didn't say.
I
Yeah,
didn't-
that's Francis in the car.
Just
Okay,
because you
small
hot
person.
doesn't mean you can
I
act
don't
like
know
it.
why everyone's trying to
What?
make me run circles. But it's very simple. He's being charged with reckless evading. Did you see him recklessly evade in a vehicle from the police driving?
I couldn't see shit. I was upside a fucking tree.
Okay. Resisting arrest. Did you see him as a passenger in a vehicle evading police?
1 second,
No,
I'm
I
opening
was
my front
upside a
door.
fucking tree.
Did anyone see him in a car evading police?
Yes, I did.
Well, he
and I stated
evaded
in
from me
testimony.
after he fucked me.
Okay.
Okay, do you want me to explain that part now?
Yeah, go ahead.
There I was, driving my American muscle car, a Dodge Challenger. You might have heard of it.
Oh,
Piece
They're
of
getting
shit.
discontinued in 2024.
no
Really
one
stupid. I know.
cares. Tell me what
Don't even
happened.
Oh, well, I am. Okay. There I was in pursuit of a metallic blue Lexus RCF in the rain at a high rate of speed with lights and sirens on, going around the speeds of 100 miles per hour, mind you, southbound lower power, or southbound Alta Street, sorry. There I was, southbound Alta Street, pursuing this blue and color Lexus RCF, and a Banshee 900R is slow rolling in the opposing lanes of travel, slams and swerves left right into me, putting me upside a fucking palm tree. In the rain.
Was it on purpose?
You smug little shit. Yeah, it was fucking on purpose. He's in the wrong lane to travel, swerved right into me. Smug motherfucker.
Fuck you, just because you're sexy don't mean you're sexy, dumbass.
You shithead.
Fuck
I'm sorry,
you.
Your
No
Honor. I am
sense.
so sorry, Your Honor.
Has Francis
That being
actually
said-
done anything?
Well, there he would have committed assault with a deadly, but that's not on the charges. So, there you go.
Allegedly.
What's the explosive he had?
He had a grenade.
Yeah, I wouldn't know his possessions. I wasn't there for that. Again, I was upside a fucking palm tree.
Okay, so you're here to testify on the obstruction charge that's been dropped.
Yes.
So your testimony is literally irrelevant.
I'm just a lowly pursuit driver, Your Honor.
Okay, you can head back.
I would like to ask her a question.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, when you're driving a vehicle, are you usually on the correct side of the road?
It depends which side of the road the
As a majority. Majority of the time?
majority of the time, yeah.
So it would make sense for me driving my car, hearing sirens, and going to where I don't think you would be, which is on the other side of the road. Would that not be logical, Claire?
That would be logical, but we both know what happened. You were in the incorrect lanes and you're stupid Banshee 900R, and then you went left right into my interceptor, and you're smug smiling.
That's true, this
'cause
happened,
you
but I
know-
didn't mean it.
You suck. Anything else, Your Honor? Anything
Oh,
else,
I have more questions. When you're driving, which way are your eyeballs facing? You look out
road
the
ahead
window?
of me.
So if I was driving, I'd more than likely be looking ahead of me more than behind me, on which direction you would come from, you would think, right?
I'm tempted to leave it him over the desk, Your Honor. He's trying to berate me right now.
Okay.
Smug smile.
Listen, you don't have to answer this. Okay, so, you know, so listen, after this, and you ordered my car to be annihilated by the fucking Russian armies, is there any reasons you did this, apart from you
Your
thinking
Honor, I
that,
do not have command over the Russian army.
apart from you thinking that I crashed into your car? Is that the only reason?
No, you
I think-
swerved into my.
I'm gonna stop
Your
you
Honor,
there.
I don't have command over the Russian armies. I don't know where he's
I'm gonna
getting
stop
that.
you there. I think Mr. Francis views the police department as being tyrannical, which the Russian army and the
Well,
government
how am
would
I
be.
supposed to know that, Your Honor? What the
I
fuck? We don't even use similar weapons.
Emino, treat me like you twain, I poor people, and you
So
are
I think-
asshole.
You little shit! You swerved into me with your stupid sports car.
Accident.
Oh,
Francis, you have any other questions?
Nope, that's pretty much it.
All right, I got a couple questions for you, Miss Claire.
Yeah.
What's the criminal use of the firearm for?
criminal use of firearm is for the casings being on the scene, per Hardcastle.
And how do we know that Francis shot the weapon?
Because they illegally
the-
fucking shot at my vehicle for absolutely no reason, almost murdered me, made me flee the scene, and I was panicking for my life, bleeding out, and then they searched me illegally for absolutely no crime committed. Amen.
Well, how do we know that Francis shot those bullets?
Your Honor, he's being childish.
It's Francis.
He is a child.
That's something I can throw at him. Can I throw a shoe at him?
I want you to answer my question.
What was
What's
your question?
Claire's thing got to be her name?
How do we know that Francis was the one that shot those bullets?
The assumption,
Oh, you nervous, Claire?
the assumption. No. The
What
assumption.
I'm trying to get to is, I get the whole hot gun thing.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
that-
It's
that's
going off
not-
the hot gun thing, I believe.
That's not how the hot gun thing. That's not why it's there or was made. The hot gun is if a weapon was used in a crime, and then later on in another scenario, if somebody was in possession of that gun, then they're gonna be charged with it. But Francis was in possession of this weapon during the whole entire scenario.
Allegedly.
Everything that happened, right? So he had the weapon. So we don't know if it switched hands or if he was the one that actually shot it. And the whole hot gun thing, if you use that in any live scenario, then anytime you have a bullet, you're just automatically going to pin that person. That's not how the hot gun thing works. Can we agree with that?
I can see that looking at it that way, yeah.
Because
Your Honor,
if you
he's
could
making
use-
lewd noises now.
If you can use the hot gun thing in a scenario that's actually live, where it was used in that scenario, that'd be pretty powerful, and everyone would go to jail.
Yeah, but Your Honor, at what point, he was caught with said firearm?
Well, think about
in the
this,
active scenario.
dumbass.
But-
If I gave
but
you
the
my
bullets-
gun, you have a hot gun. You can be charged for it. That's your logic, dumbass.
What, Francis?
Sorry, I'm just calling him a
The problem
dumbass because he's
is-
dumbass, bro.
The problem is the bullets that came back to that gun is a scenario that you were chasing them for.
Correct. So the burden of proof would then lie on the defendant to prove in a courtroom that he never shot that gun, because he's found with said gun, with said casings from said scene.
You
in which
fucking
he
idiot,
never,
bro.
At any point in time, like he was
That's
eventually
not
caught.
how that works. It's up to you to prove that he shot that gun.
In which
How the
GSR
fuck are
test,
you a detective,
it
bro?
comes off somebody's hands in, generally speaking, about an hour. So
I don't know what the fuck that means because you didn't even GSR test him. So our
So
thing,
if we
I don't know what the
GSR
fuck you're talking about.
so if we GSR tested him and it came back negative, how would that change
How
what
would
you're
you know it
asking?
would come back negative?
I'm just giving a hypothetical.
Well, I
If
don't
it
know. We
came back
never got
negative.
there.
I mean,
'Cause you never
the
did
way
it.
I look at it is if in my professional opinion, if somebody has a gun in which they've been pursued for almost 3 hours in, and at any
Allegedly.
point in time
Yes.
never was spotted going into a property or made an attempt to leave said situation, and said gun matches said place, which said vehicle was found from, which he was spotted leaving said vehicle, that criminal use charge would stick.
Was Francis in contact with any other people during this whole entire scenario?
He was in and out of multiple vehicles. Yes.
Allegedly, yes.
And would those vehicles have other people in them?
Yes.
So there could have been gun swaps and all that stuff, and you wouldn't be aware of it.
Even then, that gun still was in his possession.
I understand where this is going. We're getting into affirmative defense scenarios and stuff. I think what Shane here is saying, he's trying to create a timeline, but we haven't really presented that here.
Very well. Okay. I don't have any more questions, but I'd like it's Mr. Mueller, right?
Okay. I might get this.
Yes, I think he went to sleep.
Which one's you?
Me, I'm Jones.
Jones, come up here. I'm not done with you.
Can I see my side?
Yeah, we're gonna do it. I just have because all this basically every other officer testimony has been irrelevant except for yours. Because can you make sure you're yelling for me?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Did you see Francis evading in a vehicle from the police driving?
Yes. Where I can 100% ID him. I did not see what Mueller's testimony was on the helicopter, but I saw him at Alta Street Apartments wearing exactly what he's wearing right now when I found him in the Banshee. Leave a Lexus RCF or LCF, pull out his own Mitsubishi Evolution at the Alta Street Apartments, and then proceed to, we lost him by the Carson Canals. I got behind him again in the canals, eastbound, heading towards Little Seoul, and then was pulled off to chase after that Bugatti-looking vehicle. And then, fast forward about 30, 40 minutes, that's when he struck Claire Everly in the Challenger.
Okay, and at any time did you see him as a passenger in a vehicle that was evading?
Yes, I also saw him driving the Landstalker, in which when the target vehicle pulled into the Little Seoul compound, he drove out with a passenger in the vehicle.
No,
I chased him for about
while
20
he's
minutes
the
in that car.
passenger.
No, not while he was the passenger. He was all the times I saw him,
Okay,
he was the
so
driver.
did you never saw him as a passenger?
Not like 100% that I would testify
Okay,
in
so
court.
where did the resisting arrest charge come from?
That came from when the Banshee was disabled. He ran away from me.
After being shot at by psychopaths, yes.
So he wrecked with the Banshee, then he ran on foot.
Yep. Called police. He ran, kept running, attempted to cuff him, kept running, got him the second
And
time.
he got away from you.
I got away from me the first time. The second time I got him in cuffs, though.
Oh, is that whenever you were shooting?
No, so
No,
how this
that
how
was
this
one
went was-
entire situation.
So TLDR, okay? Strike happens on Elgin and Legion. From there, I pursue the Banshee, okay? We go all the way from Legion Square to Popular Street, Maldini's. So we went to Mirror Park Boulevard or El Rancho.
Don't miss
correction,
the part where
and
you
then-
shot me before all this happened in that car, bro.
Hold on. Claire already testified to that. So Claire did open fire at Legion. I was pursuing the vehicle. She stopped shooting. I pursued for about half a mile. Police procedure, we don't really shoot from the vehicle unless the vehicle is shooting at us. On Popular Street, or no, was it Popular Street? It's the street that goes behind Maldina's.
This is getting longer. Whenever he ran on foot, how far did he run from the vehicle?
From Popular Street into the canals by the train track. So probably 200-300 yards. Maybe
Okay.
200 yards, 100 yards.
Okay, you can head back.
All right.
Mr. Francis, you ready to give your side of the story finally?
Yep, finally, I can tell you what fucking happened today.
All right. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you, and a banana?
Of course I tell the truth, bro. Of course, yes.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay. Some of what they've said is actually true. I was in the blue Lexus LC 500. I was picked up by a friend. I didn't know what was happening. I asked to get dropped at the apartments, and I went up, got to my car. There was one police car. I said, "What you doing?" He said, "Nothing," and I drove off. That's actually what happened. And, apparently they lost me. Now, this man over here claiming that he saw me in... Do you have photos of the silver Landstalker, John? Was that possible you found it or anything?
No, we lost you. Which you
Okay.
then proceeded to get back involved into the chase.
I could go and sit in any vehicle right now and show you how almost impossible it is for anybody to see me, especially from a lower angle in which his car would be. He would have to be approximately 2 foot
Your
higher
Honor,
than my window
objection.
to be able to look at my height.
Francis, you're giving a statement now. You're not asking questions.
Okay, well, I'm telling you that he's fucking lying in my statement.
Well, tell me that without asking him questions.
Okay, well, I didn't see this.
Can I answer that question, actually, Your Honor? I would love
Fuck
to
you,
answer that.
shut up.
Please.
Listen, I'm telling you what happened. I don't know, this guy's, well, actually, I don't know how I say this. Can I argue what they've already said?
Sure.
Okay, so this doofus over here sitting down saw me through 5 walls get in a fucking Land Cruiser. He was in the passenger seat of this guy's car, and then we ended up getting convinced by this guy that he never saw shit, and he was in the same car. So John saying that he saw me is fucking pretty fucking suspicious, considering the doofus next to me couldn't fucking work that out when he said it was declared by other officers in Air 1 that they saw me, bro. And I was never inside that vehicle, okay? Listen, I was in the Lexus, true. I got out, got in my Evo, I fucking dipped. I wasn't being chased at that point. I even stopped with the cop that was in the apartment. I said, "What up?" I dipped, bro. He didn't chase me. I left. I don't know if they were chasing me or what. I always drive like a fucking maniac, bro. That's just what I do. So it ain't my fault if I lost these guys, if they try to pursue me, bro. Then later on, I get in my Banshee. I chillin', driving down Elgin. There's this hot guy called Floppy, and I tried to fuck him recent. And I was go past hospital, buy him flowers, because I want fuck his little ass. And when I was come down Elgin, I heard the sirens. I pulled over to the left, which is the incorrect lane of travel, because there was no cars coming the other way. So I stopped there. And then I got hit by one car, got launched into a police bike. Then that police bike bounced off into another fucking car, and it was chaos, bro. I was like, oh shit. I stopped, and they fucking shot at me, so I started fucking driving, bro. Of course I'm gonna dip. Now listen, I had the legal shit on me, sure, but I feel like I was violated as a fucking human being today and almost murdered by these fucking psychopaths, all because they made shit assumptions. Okay? That's what happened today. I was almost murdered and they deserve jail. Amen.
Okay. Whether or not anything happened with the shooting, that's all a civil matter.
Fuck
That's
civil
to do with
ties.
The guilt of a crime. Mr. Francis, I have a couple questions for.
Isn't there like some fruit poison tree or something where if they pull me over no reason and search me, they illegal, not me, bro?
There is something called fruit of the poisonous tree, but that all depends if you're found guilty of any of these crimes or not.
In which, yeah, led to it, right?
Or if they had probable cause or RAS to search you.
Okay, well, sure.
Okay. Whenever you were shot at, why did you take off running?
I was in the vehicle. I was driving. I drive from the bullets. Because I honestly didn't know who was shooting me. In my Banshee, it's pretty low and shit. You know, not very big windows. I was getting blasted from behind, and I just started dipping. I didn't know if they were shooting, you know, at the other car that was being chased or me, and I know I got hit, so that's why I dipped, bro. I scared for my life. Scared for my life. Never been shot like that for no reason before, except for 3 days ago by another car, bro. So scared.
And okay, it's Mr. Jones, right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions, Mr. Francis?
I do indeed.
All right, let him have it.
When you were northbound on, or correction, let's ask this. Did you notice multiple police officers outside of the Little Soul compound or CG compound when you pulled out in a Landstalker?
I didn't do that. I never said I did that.
Got you. At any point in time when you were driving that Landstalker northbound on North Rockford Drive at the intersection of Marlowe Drive, did you make contact with a police charger multiple times, striking them down a mountain?
Nope. Didn't drive that, Todd. Don't know what you talk about. Did you get the license plate?
You're stating to the courtroom that at no point in time you operated that vehicle in which I saw you in.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. So you might have seen me in a Landstalker. I don't know when, because I do actually have a Landstalker, but no, I don't recall that today, bro.
So, Your Honor,
You'd
I
have
would
to be
like
time
the court
specific,
to
like what
take
time?
notice on the fact that once the Duke pulled into the CG compound and a vehicle registered to Francis J. Francer fled the scene.
Oh, yes? What's
that's
the
when he
plate,
was
bro?
identified in that vehicle.
Oh, yeah? What's the plate, bro?
I can look on my MDW and
Oh,
find
no,
it.
well, I mean, you've got the evidence, right? It should be submitted as evidence. You got that?
You just said it, so I can use that as testimony. You stated that you own that vehicle.
I didn't state that I own shit. I didn't say that I even left.
Where's that vehicle parked now?
I said
Mr.
I
Francis?
own a vehicle like that. You're the one that has to say that I was in it. What is the plate, bro? What plate? What you talking about?
Now, I'll end it right here. Mr. Francis stated that that he owned a Landstalker, but
Correct.
it wasn't the Landstalker that you're speaking of.
Well, see, I disagree with that statement due to the fact I chased him and identified in
Judge,
him.
could I please
him
come up
in that.
and say something to you real quick? Just privately. 2 seconds. Just so this guy knows he's wrong. I don't actually own a Landstalker. I own a Land Cruiser T100. He's a fucking dumbass.
Can you make that known for the
Francis.
courts?
Oh, sure, yes. What color is the Landstalker, did you say?
It is gray.
Okay, I don't own any
I'm
gray
not sure if
Landstalker.
as I stated in testimony.
Yes,
I'm not
yes,
sure if
yes,
it's a Landstalker, a
yes,
Nissan,
yes,
whatever it is.
yes. Anyways, I own a Land Cruiser T100 silver. Yes, don't own that car. I
Where
don't
is
know what
that
he's
parked
talking
now?
about. I don't know. You tell me. You're the fucking one telling me I was driving Landstalker. What was it, bro? You tell me, bro.
You're the owner of the vehicle. Where is it parked? Mr.
vehicle?
Francis? Answer for the
Is it a
courtroom, please.
Landstalker? Is it a Land Cruiser? I don't know what
Mr.
you're
Jones,
talking about,
I
bro.
don't think you're noticing this. He's saying that he owns a Land Cruiser.
Okay, where
keep
is the
saying it's
Land
a-
Cruiser parked?
But you
as of
keep
right
saying
now?
that you were chasing a Landstalker.
A Nissan-looking SUV that now is known for
Nissan?
me.
No. The Nissan, you think it's a Nissan? Because I dialed 311 to say I'm in a Nissan E10, bro.
All right, the Land Cruiser. Where is the Land Cruiser
Well,
registered to you? Oh,
Like,
where's it parked?
Mr. Jones, he's saying that he's in an E10.
No, he's saying he's in an E10 via 311.
No, I was earlier. Yeah, when they said I
let
was
me ask
calling
you this.
311.
And let me ask you this, Mr. Jones. Do you know what an E10 is?
I do not.
Can
I'm
I
not
tell
a car
him?
guy.
You could tell him.
It's when you get on your Nissan, eat on these nuts. Got him! I'm
How'd
joking.
not see that coming?
It's a B10, bro. You know what a
Either
B10
way,
is?
How
Your
did you
Honor,
not
I've
see
asked
that
the question
coming?
multiple times.
It's when you
He's
beat
refraining
on
from
this
asking the
dick.
question. Where
Got him.
is the Land Cruiser parked
I don't fucking know.
currently?
Jesus Christ. I don't fucking
He's
know,
been
bro. Don't
setting
have my
you up for a
phone.
dick joke for the longest now.
I don't know where the fuck my Land Cruiser is, bro. You should know that. You're the one telling me I was fucking in it and driving it, bro.
You were for a very long time.
You said it was a fucking Landstalker, dumbass.
Yeah, because I'm not a. What do I look like? A walking catalog of vehicles? That's what the vehicle.
You don't
looks
know
like
what the
to me.
car was, but you know it was me. Yeah, we get it, bro. We get it. Okay.
I was pulled up right next to you
Okay,
and saw
bro.
you in that vehicle, and you ran to me
Yeah,
multiple times. In the vehicle.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
I did
looked,
identify
Jones,
you
you have any
looked
other
up
questions?
from
No,
a
Your Honor,
Charger
civil arrest.
into a SUV. That makes
Okay,
sense,
I'm gonna go
yes.
on the back and deliberate on this.
So fucking dumb, John. How the fuck you see inside an SUV from a car that's lower than it, John? How you do that,
How
bro?
do I do that? It's because you're fucking face down with the front engine ramming me down a mountain, and I'm looking up into you through the
Nope,
windshield
nope.
as
Nope.
you push me backwards
Nobody
down
can
the fucking
see
mountain.
me. No one can see me over the dashboard. You a fucking liar, bro.
You were literally. I was looking at your face, asking you to please stop as you ran me down the mountain.
Fucking
Dumb as
loser.
like-
And
you
you said
said
it was a
dumb as like-
black hat, you fucking dumbasses. You all so
Never said
fucking
it was a
stupid.
black hat.
Yeah, well, the fucking Air One and the asshole did, you dumbasses. Fucking lying
dumb as-
comebacks.
You know what, Francis? You know what I
I
got
should
to
have
say
done
to you?
this like 4 hours ago when my brain wasn't sizzling.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
well, my brain was sizzling
bro.
from a 3.5 hour fucking pursuit.
Maybe
gonna
next
lie.
time, don't just fucking mag dump me and we won't get caught. Easy. You won't have to come to fucking court, dumbass.
This motherfucker right here watches
Maybe
a lot
stop
of
breaking
Judge
the
Judy and
fucking
Joe
law,
Brown.
Francis. How
I
about
didn't
that?
break the fucking law. That's why we're here. You fucking
lying
T-bone
sack
me
of
into a
shit.
fucking wall and shoot me, dumb pussy.
I didn't T-bone you. You T-boned yourself on a local.
No, it was your fucking woman, Claire, bro. She fucking T-boned me, then
You
fucking you
freaking-
shoot me, bro.
You could have left this goddamn pursuit 40 fucking
No,
times.
I won't
but you
suck your
decided to
dick
get
for
back into it.
leniency.
All right.
John?
I'm gonna
Oh, sorry, the
I'm
judge is back.
put this court back into session.
I just want to reiterate that my hat is in fact gray. I wore today, not black, like the Air One Andy said. Amen.
All right. As far as the criminal use, that's not how the hot gun system works. And you were
Fucking
never
moron.
used
Told
that
you I
way.
get
That's
rid of some of these
quick.
charges.
A hot gun scenario.
You're so
whenever
fucking dumb, John.
They have a hot gun and they're automatically found guilty of that crime. That shouldn't be used in the crime.
I bet I get to walk after this with time served, and I just
bullet
wasted your entire
happened in,
afternoon because you were cunt,
that
bro.
Scenario. It should be one where later on.
And I hope next time you see that guy with a hemorrhoid face, you vomit on him because he ugly.
Your Honor, can you please tell Francis to be quiet so I can actually hear you? He keeps talking about the hemorrhoid guy.
Mr. Francis, can you be quiet while I give this verdict?
Okay, sure.
Get
Okay, so yeah, that's not how the hot gun thing works.
I hope next time you shit,
use
your
like a
insides come
third-party
out.
Incident where you find the gun later on.
Oh
not
my
the
God,
exact
I
scenario
fell.
it's happening. Again. That's how that works.
Oh god.
Francis, hold it down. Okay. As far as the reckless evasion and resisting arrest, I did
Okay,
have
Chris.
testimony from Jones that he witnessed. He did witness Francis in a vehicle.
Fucking strong.
Evading the police. That's been conflicted by so many different other officers' testimony that the
Suck this fucking stupid asshole.
whether he saw that or not.
Fucking loser.
It's been doused with a bunch of doubt. I'm gonna
Fucking
find Mr.
dumb
Francis
pussy.
not guilty of the criminal use in the reckless evading. I am gonna find him guilty of
Fucking
the
dumb
resisting,
loser, bro.
whenever he got out of the vehicle and ran.
I resist
as
attempted
far
murder,
as-
bro.
As far as the items that were on
Wait.
him, regardless if he was found guilty of the resisting or not, they did have enough RAS to search him and probable cause because he did collide with a police vehicle, and there was officers that had a collaborating story that he may or may not have been involved in the situation. Although it wasn't enough to prove him guilty of those crimes, there was definitely enough suspicion to think he might be involved, which would be enough reasonable suspicion to search him.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna find him guilty of the charges of having the illegal items on him. So it's gonna be guilty of resisting arrest and then guilty of the items on him, not guilty of the rest.
Okay, so guys, you know how when he says reasonable suspicion, don't fucking shoot me next time, fucking losers, or I sue you 50K, you dumb fucking little bitches.
Motherfucker. You fucking know what
Dumb fucking
Francis,
losers.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
fucking
bill you
drown
for
your ass next time. That's
7,000.
what I'll fucking
If
do.
you fucking bill me, I'm gonna sue you for 50 grand. If you bill me, I'm suing you for 50 G's, bro. I'm gonna do a
What do you
civil
mean?
case.
You were just found guilty.
Your Honor, he's threatening
Two
us.
of you shot me for
Your Honor,
no
he's
fucking
threatening
reason.
us.
He just
I
said
don't-
that was
I
reasonable
don't get
suspicion,
involved
not
in
enough for
civil
killing,
matters.
bro.
Stomping his feet right now, Kyle.
I
Go
don't get
for it.
involved
You
in
know,
civil
no, you
matters.
build
Take
it.
that bill.
Okay.
Take it.
So,
Take it.
is the parents any chance for a bench trial civil case?
God damn it, no.
Well,
Please, no.
I can only handle small claims, and that wouldn't be small claim statute.
And
How much
he's
more
conflicted.
claims can I
He's
make from that?
You are conflicted. He's conflicted.
How much
Francis.
money
Yeah,
can I
I'm
make
also
from
conflicted.
small claims,
I think small
please?
claims goes up to 10K, but you'll have to find a different judge.
Fuck.
Your Honor,
Okay.
how long has this court case been going on?
You
I don't know.
bastard.
I'm gonna
Guys,
do
how
you
long have
both
we
small
been here?
claims, 10K each,
Hour
dumbasses.
and a fucking half.
Hey,
Hour and a half. Cool.
what did
his
I do to you?
I'm paroling you for
You
20
fucking
months.
shot
You're
me,
the
you
one that put me up a
psychopath.
palm tree.
I didn't mean that, stupid.
Do you want to parole him for
Mr.
20
David
months, or
Cassidy,
what? Are we doing
bastard.
full
Yeah,
parole?
yeah, man. What's up?
What are we
Give him
doing?
all the parole. Give him all
Give him all the parole? All right, yeah.
Give him
All
all
right, bet. 150. Don't.
Hey,
wait.
you little shit.
Hey!
Oh,
Get out of here!
They assaulted me.
oh,
Help, they
You're
assault
getting in
me.
handcuffs
Oh
until
my
you're
God.
processed
I
now.
saw that.
Put it behind
I
your
saw him.
back.
I saw him crack this.
Quit resisting.
How did you miss?
Help, they assaulted me.
Back over
They
here and stop
assaulted me.
running from the
Help.
law.
Just,
Hit the gavel. Hit the gavel.
Help, they
I know
assaulted
that,
me.
You know,
Quit running.
They assaulted me. Help.
Police.
I need assistance.
Stop running.
Oh no.
All right, 195.
Help, help,
Don't
I need
worry.
assistance. Please, somebody help me.
I got a GSR to test you in case you have a weapon.
What?
What?
Is he being sent
No.
off? Was that the
I'm
gentleman?
GSR testing him really quick before I parole him.
He's calling.
Yeah, because then maybe you would know if I shoot those guys that in that car that I had a gun.
It's good to build habits, Jones. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Now
I've
I'm
learned
going to
from my
sleep.
mistakes.
Help, they have detained me. This is assault.
All right. All right,
I
you're
never
getting
got to
parole.
tell you this, but I don't like your hat.
Yeah, has
negative.
anybody ever told you this? That you hot, so fuck
He's
off.
negative.
Thank.
You know what you should
You know
do?
what? Just,
You should go run
how
into
much
a
time
parked
did he
car,
have?
class, so I can
It's
call you
156
ugly, you
parole.
dumbass.
Wait, what?
What the hell?
You heard me. Go headbutt a brick so I can call you ugly, dumbass.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you heard me.
Possession of explosives.
Go look
class
like
2.
John's
Oh my
so I
God.
can call you ugly, dumbass.
Oh,
Oh
there you
my
go. You're free to go.
God.
156 parole. Have a good day, all right?
Go fuck yourself, John.
Congrats on winning
I
someone.
called you John.
Of course,
he
I've
calls me
won
Joan,
pretty much
John.
everything. Now I do the civil case, sue you all for 50K. I'm rich, dumbass. Your criminal charges failed. Incorrect shooting, dumbasses.
I was wrong.
Fucking little shit.
You want me, Serena? Am I under arrest? Am I being detained?
Yeah,
What?
it's assault and battery. Parole
Okay,
violation,
fine.
156
Fine,
months.
fine. I get that, bro.
Yep, put your hands behind your back, son. You want to go to prison for 156 months?
For what, bro?
Huh?
Wasn't me,
Huh?
bro.
Huh?
I
Who's
trip-
the fucking? Who's the fucking?
I want a
roles
bench
you fucking
trial.
First, huh?
I want a bench
yeah, You
trial.
want a fucking bench trial? Yeah.
Please,
You want a
no.
fucking bench
Somebody
trial?
help me. I don't know if this guy's a real cop, and he said he wants me to touch his dick.
That is not what happened.
Oh, okay.
You are my witness. I will witness. Fuck it. I will call everyone.
Are you
of them.
learning from Bass now?
All right, listen here, you little shit. If you punch me again, you are getting parole.
I didn't punch you the first time.
I'm going to bed. Get the fuck out of my face. You hear me?
Okay, but listen, if you do that, I want a bench trial.
Get the fuck out of my face. Before I change my mind.
And
Uh,
Stop.